State of New California, notice to all Californians, Chapter 2, Grievance 19. Originally read September 1, 2020. New California is a new state in development exercising its constitutional right to form from the state of California. The process to form New California is authorized and codified in Article 4, Sections 3 and 4 of the United States Constitution. Statement of intent. The citizens of New California have decided to remedy the abuse of power by the government of California by exercising their right to form a new state provided in the United States Constitution, Article 4, Sections 3 and Section 4. We are determined to live under a state government in the United States of America and under the Constitution of the United States. New California Declaration of Independence of January 15, 2018 states, whenever any form of government becomes destructive in its right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government. When a long train of abuses and acts to seize and hold the people's power without legal authority and pursuing invariably the same object that clearly demonstrates a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Preamble of the New California State Constitution states, we, the representatives of the undersigned counties within the state of California, do acknowledge and humbly invoke the favor of Almighty God for continued civil and religious liberty to ourselves and our posterity. First Amendment of the United States Constitution states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or of the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution states, the right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. The counties of New California State brought forward 95 Chapter 1 grievances between January 2018 and November 2019. On April 28, 2020, New California State will issue 95 additional Chapter 2 grievances to be announced in public on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. Chapter 2, Grievance 19, September 1, 2020. Declaration of Grievance, Statement of Facts. The people of California are suffering from a tyrannical state government which fails to provide a Republican form of governance, enables and supports across its southern border the invasion of the United States of America by illegal foreign nationals, and protects vicious criminals who commit outrageous acts of violence upon the citizens of America, all caused by a government of and for a monoparty system led by a tyrannical dictator who openly defies federal law. California state government violates the following. United States Constitution, Article 4, Section 4. The United States shall guarantee to every state in this union a Republican form of government and shall protect each of them against invasion and on application of the legislature or of the executive when the legislature cannot be convened against domestic violence. United States Constitution, Article 6. This Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, and anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Fourth Amendment of the United States Constitution. The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause, supported by oath or affirmation, and particularly describing the place to be searched and the persons or things to be seized. Order of the day, in sovereignty. Definition of sovereignty. 1a, supreme power, especially over a body politic. Freedom of external control. Autonomy, controlling influence, one that is sovereign, especially an autonomous state. Synonyms and antonyms. For sovereignty, synonyms. Autonomy, freedom, independence, independency, liberty, self-determination, self-governance, self-government. Antonyms, dependence, subjection, and unfreedom. The United States of America, California, and the 58 counties found in the state of California are all sovereign. All are their own governance units under the auspices of the United States and California constitutions. Sovereign counties are the basic governance units of the nation. Each county has its own set of governance guidelines and are in compliance with the Constitution of the United States and California state. Each county, being sovereign, has elected sovereign county officers that are elected by the entire county to hold their offices. They all swear to an oath to Constitution. Known as sovereigns, these include the sheriff, district attorney, and treasurer. These sovereigns provide legal authorities over all other officials in their counties. They are the ultimate authority in the county, given to them by a vote of all people in the county. Their authority supersedes federal, state, and local authorities. When corrupt county supervisors are paying too much for health officials, it's the sheriffs that conduct an investigation and arrest these corrupt county supervisors. Before 1964 Supreme Court Reynolds versus Sims decision, state senators were county sovereigns. County sovereigns are the legal authorities over all other elected officials in the county, including local county supervisors and any other elected officials in cities and municipalities. These officials are not elected by all of the citizens of each county. How do you end sovereignty? End the election of the sovereigns in their own county. Before the 1964 Supreme Court decision, Reynolds versus Sims, state senators were county sovereigns. When Reynolds versus Sims was decided, it ended the election of state senators by their respective counties, and their sovereignty was transferred to districts based on populations. Senators were no longer sovereigns in their counties, and the counties lost representation in state senate. Reynolds versus Sims destroyed bicameralism in the state legislature. This was a setback for a Republican form of government and a majority gain for democracy. Today, the end of sovereignty for the remaining sovereigns of the sheriff, district attorney, and treasurer is picking up speed at the county level like we've never seen before. The governmental mechanism to achieve the destruction of the sovereigns is to not hold elections for their replacements. Don't allow the people a voice in electing their own sovereigns. This now the trend by most county supervisors and the California governor today. County supervisors offer large retirement incentives to the elected sovereigns before there is an election. The sovereigns take the incentives and the supervisors appoint their replacement. When the appointment is in office, the legal authorities granted a sovereign over the county supervisor stops, thus allowing unfettered authorities to the county supervisors with no oversight by a county sheriff, district attorney, or treasurer. There are 58 county sheriffs in California. Of the 58 sheriffs, 40 are left in the elected sovereigns. The other 18 are appointed with no power over the county supervisors. Now the governor sees the blood in the water and is usurping county power throughout the state with illegal county mask mandates, thus joining forces with the county supervisors who are using the machinery of government to end sovereignty. New California state movement has for over 5 years been utilizing Article 4, Section 3 to form a new state in direct defiance of the California dictator, just like the Founding Fathers had planned. New Californians will not comply. The California governor is a pusillanimous, craven dictator whose words and actions are a grave danger to all U.S. citizens living in California, while the state continues to operate outside the authorities of the U.S. Constitution, violating Article 4, Section 4, Article 6, the First and Fourth Amendments. For New Californians, it's our God-given right, it is our duty to protect our Declaration of Independence, our Constitution, and our Bill of Rights with all means necessary from a craven dictator. All dictators come to a point in their reign of terror where they are laid bare, they are exposed, they are naked for the world to see. California's governor is now at a point where his edicts are meaningless, ineffective, and not being followed by the people. The children of California are suffering. We request the President of the United States to act immediately to remedy these abuses by the establishment of a new California state. Insurrection. The government of California, the current socialist governor, dictator, and monoparty system, along with local officials, are following a coordinated design with the intent to actively engage in acts of insurrection against the United States Constitution. The Insurrection Act of 1807 and the Emergency Economic Powers Act are United States federal laws that govern the ability of the President of the United States to deploy military troops within the United States to put down lawlessness, insurrection, and rebellion. Acts of secession. Therefore, the California government, in conjunction with the socialist state executive, instituted wherever the current socialist governor dictator has usurped power, has created a reign of terror on the United States citizens living in California with the intent to secede from the United States of America and thus destroy the very Union of States which secures our liberty and freedom. Abdication of authority. Betrayal by the sitting socialist governor dictator of California, the monoparty legislature, and local elected officials is evidenced by abdication of their responsibilities of authority and sovereignty over the state and citizens of the United States living in California. Prayer. The citizens of New California State pray for the President to exercise his authority under the Insurrection Act of 1807 or the Emergency Economic Powers Act to end the tyranny being foisted upon the United States citizens living in California State. This concludes these proceedings. NewCaliforniaState.com, phone number 877-828-2755.